Welcome to Sled Island 2012. I'm Vanessa Conley, and I am joined by
Nardwuar the Human Serviette. And Vanessa, who else do we have? Andrew
WK.
Welcome to Sled Island, WK. Welcome to Sled Island, Vanessa.
Thank you.
Alberta.
Beautiful. It's a little overcast today, but not too bad.
Big sky.
Big sky. So tell me, guys, how did this amazing friendship come to be?
Well, it actually began with a VHS tape, right,
Yes,
Andrew WK?
yes.
How did it begin?
There's a woman named Sue Pacholsky who worked at Caroline Records, an Astroworks and that distribution company in New York City, and she gave me a VHS tape of an interviewer with a strange name.
What's his name? Nardwuar the Human Serviette?
That's right. You know about him. Yeah, and I was blown away, and it changed my life, and I really mean that in all sincerity.
And basically what it was, like VHS tape, before there was YouTube, there was the Underground Tape Railroad. People traded VHS tapes. I dubbed thousands of them to get my stuff out there. Now there's YouTube, and Andrew saw one of them. So the Underground Tape Railroad did work. Take that, YouTube.
Yeah, it really did, and it taught me not only how to interview or be interviewed, and what to do and what not to do, but it also taught me all about performing and about presenting a great amount of excitement using whatever medium you have. And of course, if you're not familiar, Nardwuar is not only one of the best interviewers of any type, but also an amazing performer of music and singing, and that's how we ended up working together really after the interviews, was through music.
You are too kind, Andrew WK. Andrew WK is amazing. He has so much knowledge about everything.
Especially about Nardwuar.
For instance, that's how kind of we came together. That's your question, Vanessa. Aside from the VHS tape, we also love the same type of music. You love the Leather Uppers from Toronto. And I couldn't believe that Andrew WK loved the Leather Uppers from Toronto. A legendary band from the 1990s. And later on, he covered Leather Uppers for a compilation record I put out called A Wild Pair with the Evaporators and Andrew WK. And now we're together at Sled Island performing.
And I was thinking, how many times now have you and I performed together in some whatever capacity?
That was my next question.
We didn't mean to remove you from the
which is fine.
from the equation.
I would say it's at least under 10.
But it could be
and
over
more
20.
than 5.
Or over 20.
Under 20. But here we are at Sled Island. I'm just never really good at numbers and numerology or Fibonacci or anything like that. But I was not that good either at like typing. And we have this song that me and Andrew WK did together called I Hate Being Late
When I'm
Early, and we wrote it over Skype.
Yeah.
I had this like song idea. I emailed it to Andrew WK, and we worked it over Skype, and we're going to be performing it right here today at the Mint Records Showcase at Sled Island. Here we are with Vanessa. I'm still here, Vanessa. Nardwuar the Human Serviette with Andrew WK. Sled Island, Calgary, Alberta.
Now, the Evaporators have been around for a long time, since '86. What do you attribute the longevity to?
Basically about a gig a year. That's how we keep doing it. We're weekend warriors having a good time. We got a disease, we're addicted to cheese. I get rashes. Actually, you can see a remnant of my rash right there.
Well, it's also really dry here, so it could just be the altitude.
That's irritating.
Yeah, and actually Andrew WK is actually making it a bit better. Yes, it's from paint. I was painting a boat.
When he's around me, his skin looks fantastic. The minute I leave, it gets the rash.
It's pretty amazing that Andrew WK will put up with me taking off my shirt up on stage.
You're allergic to me not being around, right?
Exactly.
You're allergic to my absence.
Yes.
And what can people expect? You guys together on stage, what's going to happen?
Well, we have this song, I Hate Being Late When I'm Early. What happens is Andrew WK takes over the keyboards. I have a bit of What would you describe my keyboard playing as, Andrew WK?
It's like it's similar to how you were typing. You know, you take it one note at a time, but you get it. The thing is, he writes great parts. Not only he plays well, but he also writes great keyboard parts. And actually, that's how Hate Being Late started, was with this do 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 do. I mean,
that's amazing. You remember that. Actually, this is kind of sad, but I was hoping to interview the Black Eyed Peas, and it didn't happen, and I was depressed. And there was a power outage at my house, but the piano was still going, so I tape recorded me fooling around the piano, and I had this amazing riff, thank you, Black Eyed Peas, that I thought of, but I could never play it again. I sent it to Andrew WK, and he interpolated it, or whatever the excuse is for putting it all together.
If you had actually interviewed the Black Eyed Peas, we may never have done the song. So
Yes, so thank you, Will I Am. So I gave Andrew WK the riff, so when he's playing with the Evaporators, people can expect this Andrew WK taking the riffs that I envisioned and playing them out to their fullest. Because Andrew WK has done a lot of piano playing and stuff. In fact, he's had battles with Chili Gonzalez.
That's
This
right.
lastly, you're winding up. Chili Gonzalez connected to Feist and all those
Yes,
different
yes.
type of people.
Who's here,
What
of
happened
course.
with Andrew WK versus Chili Gonzalez?
Well, it was a piano battle that we did in New York City. He invited me to duel with him on the piano, which I'd never done before, and I was, of course, rightfully intimidated, since he's very skilled musician and especially pianist. And we went head to head. It was actually quite even until right at the end, he threw a beautiful gold necklace at my eye while I was playing, and it caused me to mess up. And then lose. But you know what? There were never rules established as far as necklace throwing or cheating. You know, he won fair and unsquare.
So that's a little bit what you're going to be getting here tonight at the Sled Island Mint Records Showcase in Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
Now, one more thing before you guys go. You are known for giving your interviewers presents. So not to be outdone. Now, I would never try and compete with your obscurity and the amazing things that you get. However, every journalist and music writer needs a notebook.
Oh my goodness! This is amazing, Vanessa.
And
I totally do. I love this.
I wasn't anticipate you being here. However, I did manage to get 2 presents.
Wow.
And for when you're in New York and you're missing Canada, you can have some breath
look at
freshener.
This is a Canadian. It's the scent or the flavor of Canadians' breath.
Yeah.
So I noticed Nardwuar has
I
very good
love
breath.
this.
It might-
Henry Rollins noticed that, I think, as well.
This is
when he-
Canadian breath freshener.
It's the smell of a Canadian's breath.
I love this. This is amazing.
Well, you
And
can't
also,
have it.
Vanessa,
It's mine.
Detroit.
Oh yeah, that's no joke. That's where you know, I grew up in that region, southeast Michigan, and of course very close to Ontario.
Feel free to trade, but
That's Andrew WK's
this one's
hometown.
mine. He does
Oh,
not get
thank
this.
you so much. This is amazing.
It is.
I really do.
Because all he's been using is loose leaf and napkins and things to
that's
write
what
down.
I do when I lose my notes.
And
Here
I
it's
needed
all in one
extra
place.
stuff. This is awesome, and I won't lose it. Thank you so much, Sled Island, Vanessa.
Thank you for this
Really
as well.
appreciate
That's special.
that. And thank you for giving the gift to Andrew WK. Maybe he'll now want to perform with the Evaporators some more. Can we get a world
not get ahead of
exclusive?
ourselves.
Okay.
Of course I will.
Am I
Thank
hearing
you,
maybe a
Andrew.
tour? Thank you guys so much. Have a great time
Well,
in Calgary.
thank you so much, Vanessa. Really appreciate it. And Mitch behind the camera as well. Thank you for the book. Thank you for the freshener for Andrew WK. Keep on rocking in the free world and doot-doot-a-loot-doo.
Doot-doo.